I like messing with you. Downward ones.
Alright. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
The one where Hannah brought me Sonic for lunch.
Yeah.
Aww.
Aww.
I did.
I name dropped Hanna. Alright.
I have way
So you should
less.
do 2 for
You
your
should-
1. Okay.
Yeah. I did 5 and then skimmed 1.
Alright, we're good. Last week I had to go with whatever I could find as PDFs and previews, so I got like little parts of them. Now I get to read the entire comic book. Sometimes it doesn't help. Sometimes it doesn't help. Alright, in this case, I would say it was true of... Shut it! Sorry, that's going to go for a second. For Vinegar Teeth by Dark Horse. How to explain this book? It is about a detective who is forced to take on a weird creature as his partner, who they name Vinegar Teeth. He's not a specific creature. He has weird tendrils and looks like he was flushed down a toilet. I don't know. Keep in mind I had to read this one really, really quickly. It was the last thing I read, and I had to speed read it, so I'm sure if I really took my time, I would have figured out where Vinegar Teeth is from. Oh! He's down! Man down! The art's really cool and trippy, but
It looks really cool.
Why? And it's full of foul language, so beware. Just like Redneck. Redneck is full of foul language. Yeah. Tarnation. Full of tarnations. Redneck.
Tarnation.
No. I don't think they actually say tarnation one time.
Texas.
By Donny Cates, We Love Rednecks. This is up to number 9. When last we saw them, there was really big trouble between the two families. They've been double crossed, and it looks like JV is dead. But they're vampires, so how can you even really tell when one is really dead? Especially since...
If they've got a stake in their heart...
No, that's not it.
That's not it?
No.
Alright. Well, then I don't know.
And they've got Bartlett imprisoned, and I don't know. It's everything you love about Donny Cates' Redneck.
Alright, so I didn't really have a whole lot of time. This is the last one that I picked up. Dissonance.
But she also read it like 1 minute.
Yeah, I really wanted to read it, but
I'm gonna go back and read it again.
I'm gonna go back and read it. But it does give you a little synopsis on the side, so I'm gonna go ahead and read that for you, because it actually makes it sound better than what I'd be able to say about it. So, in an alternate world populated by powerful human spirit hybrids called phantasmen, Folk and Rosia, Herviet, I think is how you pronounce their last name, 2 siblings with opposing worldviews are challenged to prove their worth by filling the parents' leadership roles in a devious group that secretly runs the world. Meanwhile, Seraphim, a phantasman warrior guard, is sent to Earth to prevent a catastrophic event from affecting the Earth and its universe.
Cool.
So
it looks a lot like God. What is the other one?
Yeah, I think those are all done by like a same little sub.
Are they all
I think it's called Glitch.
Oh, okay.
Within, yeah.
That one's really
Glitch,
cool.
This one says Glitch Presents.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that's probably what the other one said, but I didn't really pay attention because I was so busy focused on actually reading the book. Because
the other one's good.
I love the title and then the other God Complex, and then the other one is the one about hardcore parkour. That I really liked a lot. And they all have the little synopsis there and everything that you need to know about it. So I really like it, and the artwork is really great. So
hey, this book is horribly awesome. Meteor Swarm. It's everything that it purports to be, in which a meteor falls to Earth and has grubs in it that become full-blown insects.
I don't like bugs.
Which the main characters have to try to destroy. It's awesome.
I don't like bugs.
No, you would not like this if you don't like bugs,
No.
even though it's very cartoony. You would not be confused about whether
don't
these
like
are real
bugs.
bugs or not. So that is by a company that I really like because they also make another book called, I think it's Voracious. It's about, dinosaurs. But this one is American Mythology. And by the way, I don't know how you could read that at all. I can't even see those letters.
I looked at the invoice.
No, but I mean, you just got through reading it.
Oh, these.
There's no way. I'm sorry, I'm old, so I can't. Can you guys read that? She's got super sight.
I do. These help a lot. Also, I can just I really need them for distance more than anything else.
Okay.
And one eye is worse at closer up, but closer.
I literally have to hold that
So.
like more than arm's length to be able to read any words on it.
And at that point, it's too small.
Man. You should see
Alright.
me try to thread needles. It's awesome. Alright. XO Man of War number 11. When last we saw Arg, he was trying really desperately to be a good emperor, but failing because it's way harder than it looks. Especially when you have lots of people groups that previously were at war with each other, but it all worked out somehow. They ended up providing good resources that the other ones needed, and it eventually worked out for them. But now, there's famine and civil war and all kinds of crazy stuff. And there have been some bounty hunters, which are really cool. Once you see the designs of these guys that have been sent after Ark, and there's a little twist about that. And they just need to remove him from power. He probably will be very thankful anyway.
And that's part 4, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, we're into the storyline that's he's
Covered up by that.
yeah it's
But it's
probably
part
Visigoth.
4. Because the 3rd trade comes out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So now is a good time to catch up.
Love it.
Because we've definitely got the issues.
Yeah. And at the end of this run, I think when they get to 14, there's going to be a huge twist and awesome new story arc that's going to start. So
All right,
jump on
so
in.
I'm going to do this one because Superman Action Comics, we're not going to have any for the rack. But,
There are plenty of them out there. They
Yeah.
can find them if they want them.
yeah. So, Superman and Booster Gold are still trying to get back. Well, really, they're trying to get back to before Superman decided to go and try to convince him to not go and do the thing.
Goodness gracious.
Because, but now they're stuck in the future. They're not in where they were last time, which we saw where they were in Booster Gold's world,
Mm-hmm.
his version of Earth, way into the future. Now they're a few decades into the future from Superman's current future, but not Earth, and lots of problems. And as you can see,
Son of Zod.
yes, which if you guys
When did he
remember,
have time to have children?
oh, he was in the Phantom Zone.
Well,
Him
I just figured it was like a flat crystal place because that's the way it is in the movie.
So, you guys probably have to think back a while because it's been a while. I think it was right before the whole thing with Oz, the Oz effect.
Okay.
I want to say it was right before that. They say in the issue, which they tell you where you need to go look back to. But you guys remember, Zod had made an appearance there with his wife and his son.
Okay, so this is going to be back at like 686 or something. It's way back. Or 986, sorry.
Yeah. So, that's all I can say. But, oh my gosh. Oh, you gotta go pick it up if you're keeping up with all of this time travel stuff. Because it's amazing, and Booster Gold is hilarious, and I still love him.
You always love him no matter
I
what.
do.
Alright, this is the end of a storyline for Sherlock Frankenstein, the Legion of Evil. You could, basically from his own mouth, he tells the Black Hammer's daughter his entire history and why he is the way he is and what his motivations are and what his motivations are going forward. It's kind of actually, as always, it's always a heartbreaking story. If you read anything that's from this series and don't have true emotional feels, you might be broken. And it always feels good inside to have a little bit of an emotional aspect to your comic books. It's like, makes you feel human. So, just understand that if you were a Black Hammer reader and you've been like going, when's the next Black Hammer going to come out? You needed to jump into this series because this is really where it went. And then when this series is done, I'm sure it's going to jump into another one. So don't just miss out and be waiting for the main title to come back. This is only 4 issues. You can totally go find this. This is a really, really amazing series that deals with Black Hammer's daughter and her continuing search for her father, who she believes is alive, despite the fact everyone else telling her that he's dead. She just feels it in her bones that he's alive.
Alright.
I think she's right.
I go ahead and do the Flash. The Perfect Storm, Part 1, aka the 700th issue of Flash. Yeah, is craziness. Yeah, Grodd is back. That's all I'm gonna say. They do have references to past books in this one as well. Kind of sense that theme going on.
Yes.
They tell you exactly where you need to go look. If you haven't been reading Flash, they even reference the next issue. I was like, that one's not even out yet. So now I have to go and make sure I read that too.
Booster Gold takes you there.
Or the Doctor.
Yeah.
But
beginning of the storyline says,
can't really say anything.
Part 1 of Perfect Storm.
I really can't say anything else about it. Just
let's see, it's Flash, and they mention the word storm. What kind of storm could it be? Speed storm.
Maybe.
Oh, how weird would it be if like Grodd got Speed Force?
That'd be really
fun.
That'd be so fun.
It'd be fun. I like to randomly guess what happens. I know it's always wrong.
Sometimes you're closer to the truth than you think, though. Not saying it's true for this book,
no,
but
probably not. That would be really ridiculous.
No, why does he need the Speed Force? He's ginormous.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. Be fast and large would be kind of weird. All right. Yes, Avengers 677,
so
Part 3
great.
of the No Surrender storyline that's going on, which has 12 parts, I think. By the way,
I think so.
you probably should get it because the last 2 Avengers No Surrenders issues have sold completely out and are very key and at first appearances. And I don't know, there might be a trend that's occurring here that might mean that this series is important for things that are coming, like Infinity Countdown. Just saying. Just putting it out there. And I'll tell you that Tom Brevoort's a lying liar. Keeps putting things in these books that are like, star as seen in Avengers 15. That's a lie. That's a lie. They just try to mess with you. But good luck when I find a copy of Avengers 15. Anyway, can you afford that? I can't afford that. Maybe that's what he's doing. He's calling our ball. He's like, no one owns 15. I'll just say it's in there.
Or maybe it's one of the more recent ones.
Well, last issue he said, in reference to Voyager, see her first appearance in Avengers #1. Now, no one owns that book, except for very, very rich people.
What if it was No Surrender, Volume
1? No. It was talking about original Avengers #1, because it had a picture of it on the cover.
Oh.
A fakey one, because that's not the real image. This series is awesome.
I don't read it.
All right.
I can't read the thing.
No, you can't. This has the entire team, multiple teams actually at this point, trying to... Okay, the Black Order showed up at the very end of last issue, last week. I'm sorry if that's a spoiler for you, but you need to know that, because that's what's happening in this issue. They're still trying to figure out how to unfreeze lots of our heroes, because there's lots of them that have been frozen, which is like in place. They can't use any of their powers, and they're not going to be able to fight back. And, of course, the Earth has been moved away to somewhere else. They don't know where that is either, so hey. Important stuff's going on. Eat that book. I don't know why you can.
Yeah. Killer Clay. I mean, Detective Comic Killer Clay. So, yeah,
He's huge.
Killer Clayface. He is ginormous. Way
What
more.
happens when you've got anger management issues?
Well, it would also help if they didn't have just on hand millions and millions of extra gallons of
Mud?
yes, his specific mud, not just any mud, his specific mud from every other fight that he's been in.
They stored it?
Yes.
Oh.
Because they were trying to be smart to try to cure it, which makes sense, but you guys saw that from last time.
Recipe
So,
disaster.
That's what happened last time. But now you guys, oh my gosh, you've got to read it because it's amazing. And just pick it up because I can't say anything else about it.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
You can never tell us anything.
Nope.
Tell me anything.
And we always sell out of it.
Okay. I'm sorry for anyone out there that's a hater on the series Black Bolt because it's been incredible and outstanding and needs to be having lots of awards or anything Inhumans. I know this TV show is not what everyone expected, but hey, the series are great.
I liked the Past and Future Kings.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that one.
So this is a little mini series called Judgment Day with the Inhumans. When last we saw Black Bolt, he was maybe dead from being imprisoned by his brother Maximus. I think that's kind of the way that series, or him being imprisoned, ended up. Because remember, he escaped. He has no ability to use his voice, so his powerful voice is gone to him.
That's kind of hard.
Yep. And when you first meet them in this book, you've got the problem of it looks like Gorgon's dead, and Medusa doesn't have any of her powers. But the cool thing is they've figured out that the beings that created Inhumans that were responsible for Terrigen were not the most powerful beings around. That they, in turn, were created by a different race. I think they're called progenitors. So there's an actual protogen crystal that's actually even more powerful. Someone's going to call me on that. I'm sure I called it the wrong thing, but I think that's right. And so in this book, they're trying to figure out, it looks like Medusa can't use it to become an even more powerful version than Terrigen could ever make her. So follow along in this awesome series. And it also pitches at the end the fact that it's awesome that Mr. Kibblesmith is writing a little mini-series of Lockjaw, in which you get to meet Lockjaw's siblings that you didn't know he had. I knew you'd like that.
I'm so excited now. You know how much I like Lockjaw?
I like him too.
Wonder Woman. So I read Swan Song Part 1. And so this is Swan's Song. And once a friend, now a killer. If you guys missed the first part, you definitely need to pick it up because those first appearance of new villain, and it has.
She blames Wonder Woman for everything.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't blame her for everything. She blames her for abandoning her in her time of need because, they were best friends, and I mean, you.
How dare Diana run off and save the universe?
I mean, I think
sometimes it's not all about you, girl.
I mean, when her mom died, that's kind of a big deal.
That's true.
And she did reach out to her and never got a response, so,
she is a more frail place than
exactly.
a normal folk.
But Diane also just found out she has got a brother, so
Yeah.
kind of hard to,
So I'm
be
guessing
everywhere at once.
they're going shopping later together.
They're
probably
not.
fighting in this book.
Oh yeah, definitely. Huge fight scenes. It's too awesome. Like, there's got to be a catch on how awesome it is.
Okay, don't let me forget I've got one on the floor still, because that's an important one. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do 1, and I'll finish up, because I've got a cool thing to show.
Oh, yeah. Your thing.
My thing. Alright, I don't know if you guys are watching Legion, which is a really cool show on TV, based on a neat character in the Marvel Universe.
What?
But, here he is. So he's really, really crazy. He's got many, many multiple personalities. And this is his first issue. It's called Trauma. And, yeah, it's neat. He can actually project himself through things. You think he's just, like, nuts, but he can do way more things than you would think. And he has some distinct personalities that have names that can do specific, really cool powers. So,
Oh, that's cool.
one of them is
Okay.
like explode stuff, and yeah, it's neat. So
That
you
explains
learn
the whole name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you learn there's something really crazy happening. Not to be punny about it, but where it even starts to affect people that are not him. So that's the mystery, I think, is something causing it to him, and therefore going all around, or is there something attacking everybody? I don't know. So you're just gonna hold that for me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you can totally have that. All right.
So, I can read one Marvel book, and I'll pick that one.
Yeah. Now, Marvel's been doing something really cool recently. Sometimes annuals have been just kind of like throwaway issues. Nothing's really a throwaway, but you know what I mean. It's just like a standalone story. You didn't really need to read, understand anything else. Now, this has not been true recently. There's been some major thing happening in the annuals that have been coming out. I think it's really cool for them to do that. So this is X-Men Blues annual, and it has a storyline that begins in this book called Poison X, and this storyline is going to kind of go through a lot of titles. If you are reading the Amazing Spider-Man, the Venom Incorporated storyline, you'll feel right at home. You might as well just go straight into this storyline, because that's the way it feels. Where you have Eddie Brock in Venom trying to help solve or be with the rest of the X-Men Blue group, because you find out that Cyclops' dad and his group, which I'm going to totally fail at remembering the name of their group right now. Dadgummit.
X-Men.
You know, no, it's the one you haven't thought of in a long time. It starts with an S. Anyway, they're off planet. And they are attacked by a group of, it is totally, they're attacked by a group that have stolen from the home planet of the symbiotes to put on themselves, and they're really cool looking bad guys, and I hope they come and stay in the Marvel Universe for a long time, because it looked really neat. But they show up and cause problems, and for the first time ever that I can remember, Eddie is the one that's not being reasonable about helping the team, that it's actually the symbiote that is being reasonable. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
It never happens. Alright.
Raven, Daughter of Darkness. It's a 12-issue miniseries, and if you guys were reading the Raven that was, I think it was a 5 or 6 issue miniseries, totally different. Not in high school. I mean, is in high school, but not the same.
Not the point.
Not the same story. Yeah, it's not the point at all. So this one is called, what was it? Girl with the Anime Eyes, Part 1. There's another little subtitle to that as well.
You can kind of tell it's a little more adult leaning, because it's
definitely
drawn her with lots of curves.
Yeah, she's a little bit more grown up than the other, and also a little bit more than in Teen Titans as well. So she basically is has just moved in with her her aunt and uncle and their 2 kids, and is trying to, I guess, study, not really the word I'm looking for, but she's trying to figure out what it's like to live in a normal household rather than in a cult like she grew up in. So
it's gonna be some acclamation.
And she has some friends, and they're totally just normal normal kids that have terrible home lives as well, so she fits right in. So
it's gotta be hard when you grow up and your dad's a demon.
Oh yeah. Well, and there's a separate little storyline that's going along with it, where it's her going on her adventure, and I'm not going to say anything about it because it's so good.
That looks neat.
Yeah.
Like a 12-issue series, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
12 issues.
Yeah, 12 issues is a good number.
Alright, this is a 2-parter because I've got something to show you and then it's show and tell time. Alright, so this is one of my favorite series going on right now. I just can't get enough of it.
Nope, can't.
If you want to kind of give yourself a primer for it, just go get Infinity Gauntlet, just the whole big trade paperback, and consume that, and you'll totally understand where these characters are coming from, because it's totally tied to the storyline where Thanos is always, always, always trying to be worthy of Death's love, and she never seems to give it to him. She seems to ignore him at every turn, and you'll see that so much in that. And plus, it's a good. You need to read that to get ready for the movies that are coming out. That'll help a lot too. And the storylines that are coming forward out of Marvel, because clearly, if you have Infinity Countdown coming, that's where they're headed. Stones are going to appear.
And
so,
Infinity Quest is going on too, isn't it?
It's called Countdown.
Oh no, the Guardians of the Galaxy. That ties in as well, doesn't it?
That's totally tying in too. Yeah. Get Guardians of the Galaxy. That's really important. So in this one, you know that young Thanos, I'm just going to say that because I don't really think that's what's going on, but I'm just going to say it because that's the way they're presenting it, and old Thanos are together, and you have a lot of cosmic Ghost Rider in here too, in which the beginning of this book, what you saw at the end of the last book, is that the cosmic Ghost Rider gives Thanos, young Thanos, the what is this? Something stare. Why is my brain just broken right now?
Because it's so good, it broke your brain.
It did break my brain. Penance stare. Gosh, words. So it's penance stare, which Thanos actually likes a lot. It's weird because it shows you everything bad you've ever done.
Well.
And old man, call him old man Thanos, because why not? That kind of sounds fun. Tells young Thanos that the reason why he's called to him is because there's something coming that he needs help battling. And the last page of this book will break your brain. So don't miss it. Everyone in the whole planet's going to try to get to this book. So yes, get this one, number 15. Thank you, Donny Cates, for all the coolness that you were going to tell us. There's some information that drops in this book that you're like, wait, I'm going to have to read that again because I don't think that's what it said, but it did say it. You're going to read it a couple times saying, did that say what I think it said? And it does say it. It says it. He meant it. Okay.
It says Tarnation.
Tarnation. Okay. So, and the inside of all the books you're going to get from Marvel this week is this cool advertisement for...
Tarnation.
Yes, we're going to say Tarnation because that's what we put on our books. So, this is Doctor Strange. Tarnation, number 1. It's a 4-issue miniseries. It's going to be coming out. And
greatest magic show that City of Sin has ever seen.
Yeah. And
here's the magic trick.
As open order, there is a variant of this. So if you want to have a copy, you should totally get it because it's going to be awesome. And it says Tarnation instead of the potty word that's on here. Because I can't say them out loud. But I'm just going to show you this fun little thing that I had made. So I had these specially made just for our purposes, but you can't have a Tarnation cover without something fun to put on there, so if you want one, you can just ask me for them. But we had these fun things made. Oh, I'm just going to bring it up there so you can see it. So, okay, so here's your, if it says Tarnation on it, right, it's got to have a cowboy hat. So I've got these fancy cowboy hats that are really sheriff's hats. That are stickers that I'm going to have available for our version. So you can make your own Tarnation cover. It's going to be cute. So anyway, if you want to Texasize all of your books, you can get them signed by Donnie Cates, who's from Texas, who will laugh every time you bring one of those books in.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee it. Then you can. Just message us if you want this, because I've got 500 of them, so hopefully it'll meet demand. I'll just order more if we need more.
We'll do that.
I think that's it for this week. I was very thankful to have books on time this week. I hope the weather where you are is nice and not horrible.
On the right day, anyway.
Yeah, and you can trudge through the snow if you have to go get books tomorrow from your place. It's worth it. Show support and go trudge through the snow or wherever you need to go. Go get your comic books. ComicShopLocator.com if you don't know where one is where you are. Maybe you're traveling or whatnot. And we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in all the time and listening to our ridiculousness. We love you.